Hey everyone! In the past couple of videos, we talked about how God created everything. He spoke everything into existence, and He even made humans. Today we're going to learn that He created everything to bring Him glory. His greatness is everywhere. So why don't you stand up and let's worship Him together.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are my light, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness. I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore.
It's game time, and we've got a great one for you today. We're going to play a game that's kind of like Pictionary, but instead of drawing items and making you guess, we're drawing places. That's right, we'll be drawing a well-known place in the world. Hopefully you know what it is. And to make things more interesting, you will only have 20 seconds to guess. Think you can do that? Let's find out with our first round. Thanks for playing, everyone. I hope you all found your new favorite sight in nature today. We'll see you next time.
Our drawings were nowhere near as beautiful as the real places. Just imagine how gorgeous the Grand Canyon is, or even Niagara Falls. God, in all of His brilliance, created these for a purpose. I hope by now you remember what that purpose is. Why did God create everything? God created everything for His glory and our good. Let's say that together. Why did God create everything? God created everything for His glory and our good. Good work! Our verse this week echoes that and says, "The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display His craftsmanship." Isn't that awesome? God's greatness can be seen everywhere around us. Let's learn more about that in our Bible story together.
King David loved God. He wrote a psalm or song to celebrate how great God is. This is what he wrote. The heavens show us the glory of God, how great He is. When we look up into the sky, we can see what God created. Every day and every night, what we see in the heavens continues to tell us about God. The heavens we see don't tell us about God with words, but the message that they show us about God is seen by all the people of the world.
We can see God's glory in the movement of the sun. It is like an athlete running a course. It rises in the same place every day and then sets at the end of the day in another place. Everyone and everything can feel its heat.
David continued, "The Lord's instruction is perfect. It renews life. What God says is trustworthy. The Lord's instructions make our hearts glad and help us see clearly. When people respond in awe and love of God, it is pure and it lasts forever. Instructions from the Lord are reliable and righteous. They are more desirable than pure gold, and they are sweeter than fresh honey. In addition, God's instructions warn His servants. When they are kept, there is great reward."
No one can keep track of all his sins. Sometimes we don't even realize we are sinning when we disobey God. God, clean up our hidden flaws. Keep your servant from choosing to sin too, and don't let sin be in control. Then I will be blameless and cleansed from my rebellion against you. I want everything I think or say to be acceptable to you, Lord, my rock and my redeemer.
All of creation displays the glory of God, how great He is, although not perfectly. You see, the perfect revelation of God's glory is found in Jesus, who came to show us exactly what God is like. Because Jesus is God, He is the perfect display of God's glory.
You might not recognize me, but I'm actually Johnny. Just, hairless. But I have a question for you guys. Have you ever looked at something where it's just like, whoa, this is amazing? Like, I think we got an experiment you should look at. Just come with us outside. Hey guys, welcome to the outside. Now, we're gonna do a quick experiment involving this. Now, if you don't know what this is dry ice. And it sits at -109 degrees Fahrenheit. It's freezing. We're gonna see what happens when we drop this in to some warm water right here. You guys ready? Oh no, it's stuck to the thing. As you can see, this doesn't really make us say, whoa, like it's cool and all, but it's kind of just a bunch of smoke flying all over the place. To make it even more cooler, what we're gonna do is get some soap and some water. We're gonna put it on a rag like this. Just gonna clean it off a little bit. We don't want any soap getting into the water. We're gonna create a little bubble like that. Now look at this thing. It keeps on bubbling, and now we can say, whoa! Oh my gosh. Now, this is the same effect that we should feel in God's creation. We should be like, whoa, this is amazing. Because when we look at creation, we can see all of it glorifies God. And when we worship anything besides God, not only do we miss the purpose that God created that thing for, but we also miss the purpose that God created us for. Go ahead and close your time together as a family in prayer. Why don't you read our key verse found in Psalms, and then pray that God will continue to show His glory to you and your family. We'll be putting prayer topics up, so don't forget to pause the video if you need more time with them. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you all next week.